Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching. This is a special edition, and we're going to be having a conversation with Othal, Ozone Wallace. This is recorded, but it is being recorded live. And I've got it set up, hopefully, if everything works technology-wise. I've got it set up so that we record the entire process for complete transparency. You're going to hear when he calls in, all the way through to the end of the conversation, again, so that there's complete transparency. Just to get this out real fast right off the bat before we talk with Ozone. If you want to help, www.othal.org is the way to officially help financially, and you'll hear that from him as well coming up here. There's been a lot of confusion. There's been a lot of people speaking for Ozone because of the situation that he finds himself in. He has not had much of a voice, and some of the people have been well-intentioned, trying to help, but what has happened is there's been a lot of confusion. It's created problems, created mistrust, and we're just trying to straighten that part out. That's what we're doing. We're not going into the case. We're not going into okay. That lets me know the notification part's working. Hopefully the sound will be where it's supposed to be when he does call in, and here we go.
Hello, you have a call at no expense to you from an inmate at Volusia County Division of Corrections. To accept this call, press or say 5. To refuse this call, hang up now. To block this call and all future calls, press or say 9.
5.
To confirm you accept this call, press or say 1.
1.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hey, Shalom. How you doing, Doofus Grand Rock?
Shalom. Wish we were talking under different circumstances, but it is good to hear your voice again.
Most definitely, man.
So,
it's good to be, it's good to be here, man. It's good to be here, even though the situation is, you know what I'm saying, different, but, I'm able to holler at you and get a few things up.
Right. Yeah, that I kind of set things up due to the fact that you haven't really had much of a voice. Some people, and some of the people are and were well-intentioned, tried to help out, but all it did was create problems and confusion. Or it's not all it did, but it created a lot of problems and a lot of confusion, and we're trying to straighten that out.
Yeah, most definitely. I can agree with that in a way. It's just that I think people kind of get lost in loving somebody, you know what I'm saying? And they come from a good place, but sometimes, you know what I mean, when you overlook the person that's actually in the situation and you act on your own thought, you kind of, you know what I mean, have a misunderstanding. You leave room for misunderstanding, basically. So a lot of that has been taking place in the past or whatever like that. But, things should be getting smoothed out, soon. And like I say, in the past, a lot of things was going on with, the funny business, and people that I thought I could trust wasn't able to you know what I mean,
Yeah.
continue, move forward in favor of me. So that's just kind of what happened.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, let's get started. Now, right off the bat, number one, I speak with you. I don't speak for you.
For me. Right.
You speak for you. Your attorneys speak for you. Is there anyone else that speaks for you?
The person delegated to specific people that is delegated to, formally represent me as far as social media and the public goes, when it comes to displaying who I am as a person.
Mhm.
And that would be my brother Ken. He has a YouTube page by the name Ratu Ken. And he also runs the nonprofit organization called CLAP. You know what I'm saying? That's the organization that is used to, it backs my website, which is othal.org, www.othal.org, othal.org. That website is backed by the nonprofit to pay my attorneys. So that brother Ken is actually the ones who press the buttons, and I also have a power of attorney who, meets with him periodically. They discuss things about me. My power of attorney is the one. She's actually one of the mother of my children. She's delegated to take care of legal fees, sign papers, and everything that we discuss is always discussed, between me and her. Also, everything that goes on with brother Ken, me and him also discuss it. Now I also have some other people that do speak to me, that do things for me.
Sure.
Such as the brother OC, like OC the Great.
OC the Great.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I speak to him a lot. He does a lot of fundraisers. He takes care of a lot of things as far as tapping into the social media platforms. And there's a couple other people behind the scenes that are not official representatives, but I do speak to them, but they're not necessarily delegated to speak to the public for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what this is all about, man. This is all about hearing it from you.
Right. And of course, you know what I mean? I keep in contact with a lot of the good people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I keep in contact with a lot of people, but like I say, everybody that I speak to is not necessarily delegated to represent me to the public. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And that can create problems and can create confusion.
Right, most definitely.
Yeah.
But I have something I wanted to read to you, right?
Okay.
Just, to tap into whoever may have not got an opportunity to get to know me, or just the new ears that are just paying attention to the subject matter of ozone.
Okay.
So here we go. To everybody, thanks for tuning in and giving me a listening ear to my situation. Many may know me. For those who don't, my name is Othal Wallace, known to the internet as Ozone. The media and news stations out here in Florida have done a hell of a job to paint me as somebody who is hateful and ruthless. I'm not. I'm somebody who is misunderstood, but yet stood for what I believe is good to help be a voice for those who have been victims of injustice. I know many people may have questions about what I'm going through. Unfortunately, my attorneys are in position to answer that for me. Okay. If you can please find it in your hearts to donate to help me secure and maintain my legal defense team. By supporting me, not only does it help, but it demonstrates unity as people and humanity, as many of us have had to bear the burden of the cultural division that has taken place in this country the past few years. Please donate to www.othal.org. Thanks. Love, Ozone.
Awesome. Well done. Well done.
Right.
Hey,
So
one of the questions, before I forget, one of the questions that I've gotten from a few people, does any of the money go to help your kids, or is there a way to help your kids?
Okay. As of right now, there's no necessarily, pot of money being collected to go to my kids, because everything has been focused on trying to secure the attorneys.
Right.
I believe I have the amount to go. Before, I'm gonna kind of explain, before Top came on to my situation back in December, I was dealing with, Blaze and Remy, and those was kind of like some friends that kind of just jumped out there before I asked them to, and they created a website and did what they did, and it wasn't backed by a nonprofit. It went into a personal account, so I ended up losing. Remy ended up taking $18,000 from me, and then I got connected to the brothers and sisters over at Plant. They have created an official website, an official nonprofit, and it's up and going. And it's been running smoothly. So after Remy collected $57,000, he ended up keeping 18 and sent the remaining to my power of attorney, who turned over the money to secure the lawyer, which was 40-something thousand at the time, roughly 40-something thousand. So that was used to retain the Terry Shoemaker law firm. Well, after that, Plop was working hard. They've been working hard. Plop, Ken, the brother OC over there, they've been doing a lot of things. Shout out to Major TV. Shout out to Sister Dolores. Shout out to everybody who just took part in donating. The brothers and sisters. Sorry if I forget anybody, but I'm just kind of roughly naming a few people that I know took a major part. Shout out to the Sister Michi X as well. But they all kind of just collectively over the months put together, and that's what you see on the Othal.org as of right now is $25,000. Now about 20,000 of that money so far, or roughly I think like 23,000 of that money has already been turned over to my lawyer. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the website is actually transparent, and it shows the donors, how much they donated, when money gets paid to the lawyers, the remaining balance for the total, all of that. It shows all of that. Now, so the 41,000 was turned over. Plop has put together 25. A good portion of that has been turned over to my lawyers. So my lawyers are secure at the time, but I still have a due balance, and that's why I want to continue to work with anybody and everybody who has a heart to help, who, want to see fair justice and a fair opportunity at a trial to happen. That's why I'm asking them to, help me get through this. And that's been the main focus. Now, my children, like I say, my power of attorney is actually my children's mother. She's the mother of two of my children. I have 5 kids. And she, it's been a lot of confusion, so she kind of doesn't feel comfortable, bringing herself to the forefront, because when she did before, it was a lot of, a lot of passion and different things that just people, addressing her in a very questionable manner, and she's not used to the internet crowd. She's not used to the people that I'm used to dealing with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that just kind of created a weird concoction between her and I, and what's good for our children. You know what I mean? But after the due balance is collected, I wouldn't mind the people, if they have it in their hearts, to help my children. You know what I mean? I do need help, but that's what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? So It's just been kind of really the push for the legal defense, because I have so much of a balance. You know what I mean? Yeah.
People don't understand how much it costs, how much attorneys cost. Just going through a divorce is going to cost you $10,000-$15,000 in attorney fees if it gets messy, and you're going through a capital trial. The fees. Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt you. No. You have average felony cases. They you pay a couple thousand for a decent lawyer, and that goes. But then you have a capital case that is death penalty. The death penalty has been established for speaking, and that's what raises the price of attorneys to possibly, up to the 6-figure numbers. And that's what, because you're talking about
saving a person's life. You know what I mean? You're talking
Yes.
about the best of the best of representation. So that is why, you know what I mean? And you can't just get an average lawyer because the case won't accept it. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Yes.
just get a basic good lawyer. You have to get what they call deaf qualified attorneys. And when you get into that bracket of attorneys, it's a completely different financial situation.
Yeah, I'm glad you explained it that way because people don't understand it. Not just any attorney is not equipped to deal with
Right.
with complex cases. There are only select attorneys that have experience dealing with these kind of complexities, and in order to get one of those attorneys, it costs money.
Right, most definitely, most definitely. You know, it's a lot of work to be done in a case. You know, it's a lot of things. It's a lot of moving parts that has to happen. You know what I mean? And that is what, you know, the finances is used and goes to. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, you know, I hate to ask of so much of the public, but I'm trying to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to secure opportunity to continue to live. You know,
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I do.
And, you know, so that's what's going on. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to get into the whole, you know, emotional thing about that, but it's a fight to live right now, man.
Yeah. And I just want to take this moment and say, I can't imagine dealing with the situation you're dealing with, but I honestly pray, my man, that there are times that you can find a little bit of peace, even if it's just temporarily,
Right.
inside, just so that you can keep going.
Right.
I you know,
1 minute remaining.
okay,
Most definitely.
we're down to 1 minute. Are you eating okay?
Yeah, I'm eating okay. I'm working out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm maintaining right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
I said, I just wanted to reach out and get an opportunity to holler at you. I appreciate you for giving me an opportunity answering the phone, and I look forward to hollering at you in the future, man. You know what I mean?
Anybody you want to shout out to?
Shout out to everybody, all my supporters, man. Everybody screaming free Ozone, man. I'm sending my love.
Okay.
Peace and good spirits, man.
And just to end this, we aren't doing this in place of, we're doing this in addition to. I know what OC the Great's OC the Great. He and I have talked. He's a solid person, in my opinion, with the experience I've had with him, and I admire his passion for his community, as I do yours. And we'll do this again.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, you take care of yourself, man, as best you can. And that was the end. It automatically cut us off. So there you go. There you have it. It is conversation with, there we go.
Power on.
All right, a conversation with Othal, Ozone Wallace. You can donate www.othal.org. We've heard from the man himself, and we'll try to do this once every couple of months at the least, just to keep in contact and allow him an extra few minutes to talk, to get it out, get whatever needs to get out. Hopefully we have explained some things, corrected some things. Now you know everything's being run officially. You know where you heard from him, what happened with the money previously. You know now where the money is going. His brother Ken running a nonprofit. So when you donate to www.othal.com, you know where it's going. And honestly, I'm a little, I'm hopeful that something can be set up again legally and correctly and time taken to do it right, to get some money to make sure those kids are taken care of. That's just my personal observation on this. And with that being said, thank you for watching. This has been a special edition, an audio conversation with Othal, Ozone, Wallace. Thank you all for watching.